Hello, and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I am Kellie de Leon with Treasure Data, and we are partnering with CDO Magazine, MIT CDO IQ, and the International Society of Chief Data Officers in a series of interviews. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Heather Dawe, UK Head of Data at UST. Thank you, Heather, for joining us.
No problem at all. It's fantastic to be here. Thank you for asking me.
So let's just start. Can you tell us a little bit about UST and the work you do there?
Sure. So UST is a global technology company, 27 years old now, and growing at a pace. Traditionally, UST has grown from a technology base. My main role within UST is for the UK region within UST is to grow out the data practice within the company, and that's what I've been doing for the past 2.5 years since I joined.
Wow, fantastic! It's always exciting time to be at a growing company, but certainly I'm sure over the last couple of years has been an interesting time. So, you're a 20 plus year data veteran with just a really interesting background. And it sounds like at one point in your career, you worked on kind of a senior level in a data science and kind of statistics role within the government in the UK. And it sounds like you kind of pioneered the development of this sort of multidisciplinary data science teams for the public sector. I just wonder if you could kind of share maybe about a lesson you learned from that time or that experience that you pull through into your work today.
Sure. So, as you say, I've been working in data and analytics, data science now for over 20 years. And as such, when I started my career, the data science role didn't exist, and neither did data science teams. So yes, one of the things I have done in my career is pioneer the development of data science teams, and this was within the UK public sector. There's a whole host of lessons I could play here, I can talk about here, but I think one of the key ones, and one that still very much rings true today, is communication and ensuring you work to ensure high levels of communication across your teams, particularly when they're multidisciplinary, because you've got experts, different kind of experts within your team, and expert by definition means that not many people know what you do. So that communication and sharing of knowledge, it makes people feel more comfortable in their role, and also ensures you can deliver far more effectively. And it gets more challenging as the teams grow. That's very much one thing I've learned.
Yeah, that's certainly true. But exactly as you have experts, it's finding the right way to, share your expertise and make sure people understand what's going on, and there's a common shared language and all those kinds of things.
Very much. And that's something I strive to foster all the time. And like I say, as teams grow, it becomes more challenging, but it gets as important. So communication is key, really.
Yeah, fantastic. It's almost kind of become a punchline now, this, sort of to say data is the new oil. But of course, many organizations are eager to ensure that they're really extracting the maximum value and the maximum insight for their business from all of their data. When you think about the value of data and all of the roles you've played, what are some of the key challenges that you think businesses face in really getting the value from the vast amount of data that they have?
And at an enterprise level today, I think the two key challenges are data management, data governance, and those processes. And also when you, as you mature with your data and you come to be ready to produce advanced analytics and AI at scale, actually productionizing those processes. Those are two distinct challenges. The data management, data governance sort of challenges are well known, and the role of the chief data officer has really been established to address those challenges at a senior executive level within an organization, and to evangelize why to become data driven. An enterprise needs to get a handle on their data definitions and their data governance processes, but also to ensure that the enterprise, the organization becomes, the business itself is aware that actually it's not, the data isn't owned by IT or someone else, it's the technology guys, it's owned by them, and it's about the business. So that data management piece is still top of the agenda for many of our clients. And as our clients, and their peers mature with their data and become more ready, why are they doing this? They're doing this to try to leverage their data more effectively, and to become data driven, so they can build out better customer experiences, for example, for their clients, et cetera, et cetera. So once they've done that, building out, becoming more advanced with analytics, having a vision for how they want to develop and deploy AI. There's a number of challenges. Let's be honest, they are challenges in this sort of pathway. But one of the key ones that is becoming more solved now, I think, in industry, but it's still a challenge, is deploying machine learning models at scale, ML ops, if you like, which is akin to DevOps for software development. I think that's another challenge that we work with our clients, the UST, to help them with productionizing their AI, and there's many different ways to do it, but and I think industry's learning the most effective ways at the moment.
Yeah, there are plenty of challenges, as you said, but opportunities for the enterprises that get it right. As you said, there's a reason why they're doing it. Oftentimes it's around customer experience and all of the growth that can come from getting that right. So the upside is very good.
Oh yeah, I said
sure.
Yeah, and I said challenge, but as you say, the opportunity is significant, and there is a reason why they're all doing this.
Yeah. And I think, these ideas and energy around digital transformation has certainly been an initiative that's been, at the top of the priorities for organizations for many years. But certainly the events of the last few years, I think, accelerated that desire and that need and the passion within organizations to really get after it and accelerate the pace of transformation. I'm just curious if you've seen any impact on sort of the complexity of analytics or data science that's coming from even just, the changing consumer behaviors and the increase of channels and data that's coming in.
I'm not sure if the complexity's got any greater. I think the demand for it has grown, as you've said. And with that, I think as enterprises become more hungry to improve customer experience, really become digital and ensure they have, that transformation occurs. The challenge for them and the opportunity, of course, is to be able to let's assume they've got a handle on their data, that they built out the necessary advanced analytics to be able to develop it, to develop the AI. It's that whole journey of what do they need to do, what data science methods do they need to employ to do it, how are they going to deploy those data science methods, how are they going to ensure their data scientists understand the needs of the business, etc. I don't think the problems themselves have got any more complex. I just think it's the fact that more people are addressing them, it might seem that they've become more complex, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I do. That's a great insight. Just diving a little bit deeper into customer experience for a moment, from where you sit, and the clients that you serve and the purview that you have, how can advanced analytics really help brands, help enterprises drive better customer experience?
Well, at the heart of it is helping the enterprise to understand the different types of customer they have and the different needs of those customers. So, people will have heard the terms customer segmentation. That's about grouping different kinds of customers into buckets, or, if you like, with different kinds. And then, what we commonly do is assign personas to those different buckets, make them people, make them real, and this is Katie. She's 35 and she's got 2 children and needs these things. And this is John. He hasn't got any children and he needs. Customers are real people, of course they are, and the data. There's a huge amount of data about them within many of our many enterprises systems. So using advanced analytics to understand the different needs and the requirements of those customers and how they can be better served digitally that's what it's all about, really. Certainly in terms of customer experience, it really can help because we're talking a lot about technology here, but actually it's the people at the end of the day that matter. How can their journeys be better, be improved, and how can their experiences be improved, and yeah, it's improving it for them.
I love that you said that. That is something that we talk about at Treasure Data all the time. We're very passionate about the customer experience and really feeling connected, connected to the customer's behaviors. And as you pointed to, what do they need? What do they really want? How do you think about personalizing it in that way? And also, how do you connect it all the way through all of those different touch points? Because we've all been at the place where you talk to the person on the phone and then the person at the store doesn't know, or all of those kinds of things. So it really, data is the key to unlocking that. If you
very
get
much
it right.
Very much. It's facilitated by technology, but the data tells you stories about people at the end of all the things you're trying to help at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I have learned so much from our conversation today and enjoyed it so much. So thank you, Heather, for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
I've really enjoyed it too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Please visit cdomagazine.tech for additional interviews.